Hello, YouTube. This is Set Free from the Trap Ministry. I am on here to share what you what you watch on social media can affect you. What you watch on social media can affect the way you think and act. And what you listen to in hip hop, it will affect the way you think. It will affect the way you think and act. So what you watch on social media and what you listen to in the music can affect your thinking. It will affect the way you think and act. What you put in front of your eyes can affect you. What you put in your ears can affect you. You might not want to believe the truth of God. That's on you. What you watch and what you listen to, what you watch on social media, what you listen to hip hop can affect the way you think and act. And today, people are giving themselves over to stuff and don't even know it. Offering yourself, offering yourself to sin as an instrument of wickedness, but rather offer yourself to God as those who have been brought from death to life. Offer every part of yourself to Him as an instrument. But see, people are giving themselves over to things of this world. They giving themselves over to stuff on social media. You can't watch everything on social media. And they're watching everything on social media and they let it get in their head. And people are giving themselves over to hip hop. They're giving themselves over to them hip hop lyrics. They buying into everything the rapper say. What you give yourself over to will affect you, like an instrument that you play. Like an instrument. An instrument needs somebody to play it. And a lot of people are being played like an instrument. They believe everything that hip hop say. They believe everything in the media, everything on the news. They give themselves over to everything, but they won't give themselves over to Christ. They won't surrender to a relationship with Christ. But people give themselves over to stuff every day, and it does have an effect on you. It does affect you. It affects the way you think. It affects the way you think and act. But you don't believe that. You don't want to know the truth. Whatever you give yourself over to, people are giving themselves over to a bad attitude every day. That will affect you. And explicit hip hop lyrics do affect you. It get inside people's mind. People start doing like a robot, a puppet on a string. People giving themselves over to stuff every day. He says, offering yourself, offering yourself to sin as an instrument of wickedness, but rather offer yourself to God as those who have been brought from death to life. But offer every part of yourself to Him as an instrument of righteousness. For sin shall no longer be your master. Self over the stuff every day, bad attitude, everything. And what you give yourself over to will affect you. But they don't want to surrender to a relationship with Christ. If you give yourself over to Jesus, that's going to have a good effect on you. But but what you give yourself over to will affect you. What you watch, what you listen to, can affect the way you think and act. I think about a parent, little kids that's growing up. When little kids are parents be saying mean stuff to little kids, that has an effect on them. That has an effect on kids. It has an effect. So just like in hip hop, these rappers are speaking death over people, and people are in love with that. People are in love with listening to bad words every day because they think that's normal. They think that's cool. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. But if somebody was to say some of the stuff that the rappers say to them in person, they'd be ready to fight. But you think it's entertainment when the rapper is saying that stuff on there to you. But then if someone says that stuff to you in person, you're ready to fight them. And so many people are giving themselves over to stuff every single day. They're giving themselves over to stuff. And they think it's normal. What you give yourself over to can master you. What you give yourself over to. What you give yourself over to will take you over. It's like an instrument. You're being played every day. But nobody wants to give themselves over to, surrender to Christ, get into a relationship with Christ. Nobody want to do that. What you watch and what you listen to on social media can affect the way you think and act. If you don't agree with God's word, that's cool. But you can look and see how it has an effect on people. What you give yourself over to does affect you. Getting high don't solve no problems. They don't take away no stress. They don't take away no pain. Soon as the high's gone, the problem is still there. Getting high don't take away no problems. Getting high does not take away the problems. Don't take away no problems. The problem's still gonna be there.